Gimme God got Maru's number the past couple of years. Kind of. I mean, if you recall, Maru did actually defeat Gumiho. It was at EWC, right? Where they faced off, and I want to say at Home Story Cup? No, EWC. If I recall correctly. I remember Gumiho, he had an interview about it. I might be thinking of a different offline event. But it did happen last year. Oh no, was it Masters Coliseum? It was, sorry, yeah, it was at Home Story Cup, and it was at Masters Coliseum. That's it. Where Gumiho actually did beat Maru. There you go. It was Stars War 11. That's the interview, of course. Stars War 11. That was last year where Maru defeated Gumiho. It was in Stars War 11 where Gumiho, he was actually interviewed about it. I think he himself was like, yeah, I'm not feeling too good. like Maru's, like, my TVT is good, but Maru's crazy. And then, yeah, that's when Maru beat him. That was at the that offline event in China. That was last year. Oh my god. But meanwhile, here we go. We are settling into our PvP and spawning in the top right hand corner of Ley Lines. We have the South Korean Protoss player, the Blue Protoss, representing his new team, representing Virtus Pro. It is Classic. And spawning in the bottom left hand corner, we have the South Korean Protoss player, the Blue Protoss, representing his new team, his opponent's old team actually, representing Twisted Minds. It is herO. As herO sets up with a proxy pylon. Let's go. Now, based on this pylon location, it's either a fake proxy pylon or it is a proxy Stargate out of herO. The pro believes fake. So it's going to be a fake proxy here. herO, he does make it seem like he is committing to a proxy, and we'll see if Classic does overreact. For now, double gate opener out of Classic, double gate opener out of herO. So far, mirrored builds outside of the location of the pylon. So here we go. We are going to be settling in. I think he won HSC. Yes, he did win HSC. I was referring to the Stars War 11 match. Stars War 11. But Gumiho did defeat Maru at Home Story Cup, which we also casted, by the way. I remember we were the B stream for Home Story Cup. Did cover Gumiho bringing him down. I would say it's less Gumiho having Maru's number and just Gumiho just being more of a TVT specialist. Like, I would say the same about ryung. Like, I would say that ryung has better TVT than almost everyone in the world, actually. I would say that. I would say that between like ryung and Gumiho, I would say they probably have the best TVTs amongst them. Better than Kira, better than Byan, better than Maru. Like, they're insane. If you remember, that was also proven during WTL, where when Team Vitality went up against Team Liquid, when it comes to sniping Clem, they did not use Maru to snipe Clem, they used ryung. Like, ryung, he was the Clem crusher. It was crazy. Time and time again. The Tuna Terran. The TVT coach. So now we do see Classic dancing with the army. Just shut him down. Classic did open up Robo, so my apologies. I should focus on the game itself. We did have a Robo opener out of Classic. This is a response to the proxy. Classic did not find the proxy pylon, so he responds with a Robo. Very safe setup here from herO expanding. He is, of course, aware that herO did expand, so herO did expand. Classic knows it's not an all-in, and now it's time to turn that defense into an offense with the Adeptus across the map. herO opening up Void Ray? Wait, what? Void Ray opener out of herO. Oracle into Void Ray, very interesting. Void Rays are very niche in PvP. They're often used to defend against all-ins. Here he scouted the expansion. The Void Rays are, I mean, the Void Ray can shut down the Prism at least, I suppose. Interesting. Oracle is zoned away. LFC poke in. Shading into the main. Does shade in, gets 1, 2, 3 probe kills already. Not bad. Oh god, this is getting out of hand. Getting 3, 4, up to 5 probes. Jesus, up to 7. 7 workers going down in total. Very nice damage here by Classic. Likewise, herO breaking out. So he's got the random Void Ray with his army, I suppose. True. I guess. Oracle breaks in. Takes down 2 workers. herO moving out. And we'll see what he can achieve with this. Again, like the Void Ray is just going to be a weird addition to this army. I guess it can help support. But at the same time, Void Rays do not scale well into a longer game. herO trying to chase him down. Sorry, Classic trying to chase him down. It's being active. As from here, herO going into charge as the opener, as the tech of choice. This does stream 2 base all in. Might get a 3rd base just for mineral income. But even then, Classic's already pushing forward. No shield batteries, by the way. Jesus, no shield batteries. No defensive setup. Force Fields, they buy some time. Double Oracle into the natural. They can one-shot probes. There are plenty of Stalkers though in the Oracles. They get shut down. Nice defense here by Classic. Classic is moving in. Takes down the pylon. Boys are being pulled. Nice Force Fields locking down the probes. And probes being locked down. Star steps in. Does focus on the Void Ray. And with that, Classic overwhelms. There's nothing here. There's a handful of Stalkers. No shield battery against Immortals. What can they do? Nothing. As Classic, he shuts down all the Stalkers, takes out all the probes. Nice control, nice juggling. Warping in the face of his opponent. Saves the Immortals once again. Oh my god, the juggling. He saves them. You can see the charges, they tank a lot of shots. But here he will lose control of that natural. Down to 2 sentries, down to 1. Likewise, reinforcements have arrived. Does commit. Cleans up the Zealous, take down the Phoenix. And there's nothing left. There's just nothing here. GG gets called. Classic does overwhelm, and Classic takes game number 1. Whew, GG. Again, Classic, he has been on fire. Classic, he actually qualified for GSL over herO. Did already bring him down previously. And herO having a rough start to the game. But this was a really awkward game, I'll be honest. Like, it was a fake proxy pylon into Stargate, into Void Ray, into charge on 2 bases. Like, it was crazy. It was a very awkward build, an awkward setup there from herO, and none of it really came together in the end. And with that, Classic was able to overwhelm. Now we're jumping into game number 2. Again, herO, he can be quite flexible in his play. Sometimes he can be too flexible. Sometimes, Pappy, we're overcooking. Whatever's here. Overcooked, Pappy. Just kind of calm down. Calm down. He's crazy. As we're getting into game number 2 and spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Amygdala, we have the South Korean Protoss player, the Blue Protoss, representing his new team, Virtus Pro, leading the series 1-0. It is a Classic. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have as winner, we have the Red Protoss player, the Red Protoss player himself, representing Twisted Minds. It is herO. Here we go. Just catching up. See, the power of the chin toss. Crazy, crazy. I also gave up on TVT. It's fair enough. It's fair. Mirror matchups can be quite unforgiving. They can be quite brutal. Whether it's TVT, ZVZ, PvP as well. I feel like a lot of people do avoid that. I think an example of that is like Clem, he gave up on TVT. That is true. If you remember, for a time, Raynor also gave up on ZVZ, right? Where he switched to Protoss as well. It's not uncommon for some of the pro players to avoid the mirror matchup and to play a different race. Not from other Protoss players though. They true. They still commit to the PvP. For now, very greedy build. Gate expand. I shouldn't gloss over this, but gate expand out of herO, the greediest opener that you can go for. By the way, hyper greed out of herO. Classic. He has to respond. He has to react. He's setting up for an all-in. 100%. Show us the pylon. Show us what you got. Again, herO, he's asking to be all-in at this point. As we're keeping an eye on this probe, back at him, 2 gate opener. Cybercore is on the way. And we are looking for that pylon. Classic, show us what you got. Never mind, coming in for the scout. Third pylon, no proxy. Okay. Let's go. herO, he goes to the greediest build possible, and Classic, he is aware of it, and Classic, he does not respond with an all-in. Classic, he expands himself. Bold move. Classic, he will embrace the game. He will go into a longer game state to take his own natural. And herO gets away with the greed. At least for now. I say these for now. Classic, he opens up double adept into a third and fourth adept. The goal here is economic damage. So herO, he might have a faster base, he might have a better economy, but it's going to be on Classic to punish that and to try to recover by killing workers. As Classic, he has a much later expansion. Again, Classic, he just started the natural. herO, it's already done. Here, his base is already complete, already has a 3-worker lead, and that lead is going to extend even further. Like, there's so much pressure on Classic here. Again, he chose not to all in, so now he has to deal with the consequences. Now he has to deal with this and try to make these adepts worth it. Oh, Shades in, gets one. Takes down a couple of workers, but the force fields are solid. Oh my god, herO. Calm down. herO, he locks down the adept. Very nice defense. Locks Classic down. 2 more adepts rocking up. Shading into the bases. herO, he does respond. Does react. Classic commits, he gets 1. Takes down 2. Getting up to 3, not bad. 3 workers do get picked up. And you can see the worker count is evening up. In total, Classic has killed 6 probes. Does get 6 worker kills. And from here, Classic, he finishes up his own natural, and he is evening up that probe count. Now, the downside, of course, is that Classic, he had to spend his army to do this, and as a result, herO, his stalker count is getting higher and higher. So herO, he has a larger army here to work with, a larger stalker force. Classic moving out with more adepts. herO pushing in towards top side. Does move in. Both players working towards Blink. I just realized this is GSL. What do you... It's... The logos are all over the place, Matthew. Aye. Yes. These are the GSL qualifiers. That is what this is. So now both... Oh my god, great minds think alike. Both players going to Blink. Both players going into DTs as well. Dark Shrine on the way for herO. Dark Shrine on the way for Classic. We're going for the Dark Templar. Here we go. Classic just securing himself. Dark Templar are warping in. Now we have a really interesting game state here where we have a robo for herO. So the DT is revealed. Actually, sorry, that's hero's Dark Templar moving out. Robo's on the way for detection. Classic, he has no robo. Uh-oh. herO, he has detection on the way. He does fully wall up. Yeah, nice soldiers micro, does force field. Here, he will shut down, or he will delay these initial DTs. And Classic, he has nothing. No shot. Classic has nothing back at home. Nice force field. Does wall up. Again, Observer's on the way. He needs a little bit more time. And here he gets across the map. He gets across the map. He slips into the bases. Probe's going to be going down, and there is nothing to detect. There's nothing. Is that just game? No. There's nothing here. No observer, no cannons, no oracle, no nothing. DT's, there's 0 economy, there's no mining. DT's just racing on over. At the same time, Classic is all in. Classic is all in. He has to end the game with this push, but there's defensive DT's. And defensive Dark Templars, DT's just getting free damage here on the army. Boys are being pulled. herO just has to make a stand, and he is. You know, Stalkers, they blink over. Once again, Immortal's on the way. Classic picking up whatever he can. You know, rocking with his own Dark Templar. Let's go. But Classic is running out of Stalkers. And again, across the map, he does have a cannon. Okay, does have a cannon back at home. But he's out to 26 probes. Again, barely an economy. herO, he holds. He's on 3 bases on 39 workers. GG gets called. herO defends. And we are going to the ace match. GG. Whew. GG, well played. We are going to the ace match. Again, Classic had 0 detection. I guess he had a cannon at a base, but that, I mean, he had already sustained so much more damage. He was down heavily in economy. He had lost his army. Classic was completely all in. GG. The Invisible Man just proves a little bit too great from the side of herO, and now we're going to the ace match. Let's go. We're going to the ace match. We're going all the way to game 3, and we'll see how this story ends. Which of these 2 players will make it into Group Stage 2 of GSL? Let's go. As spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Ultra Love, we have the South Korean Protoss player, the Blue Protoss, representing his new team, Virtus Pro. It is Classic. And spawning in the right-hand corner, we have the Red Protoss player from South Korea, representing Twisted Minds. It is herO. As we are setting up on the high ground, both players have their pylons on location. They are looking to get their gateway, their cybercore, their nexus up and running. This is the beginning of Phoenix Wars. This typically leads into Stargate openers and into Phoenixes and into Phoenix Wars. Typically, we could see one of these players try to deviate and try to transition into Blink Stalkers and try to head in a different direction. But we'll see. We shall see. So players are moving out. We have our gateway on the low ground. Looking to get into a cybercore. Both players are going to delay their expansions. Now, the reason why we do expect Phoenix Wars here is that both players should be pylon blocking. And if both players pylon block, they force out the Cybercore, they force out a Zealot, and they force out a Stargate. Just because the expansion would otherwise be so delayed and it would take too long to deal with this, you have to spend your money somewhere. Oh my god, as a Classic out of position. Yeah, Classic, he fails to pylon block. Nexus is on the way, and herO, he will get away with a better economy. So Classic does slip up. Meanwhile, back at home, Classic, he needs his own Nexus, but again, herO, he's here to deny. And with this, herO, we might still have Phoenix Wars, we might still go into a Stargate. Otherwise, herO has the option to go into a Twilight Council. As there we go, Nexus is now being thrown down. And do we go for the Stargate? There it is, Stargate for Classic. herO, what do we go for? Do we still go for said Stargate? You can see Classic is checking. Is checking. herO, he is aware of the Stargate opener of his opponent. If herO goes for a Stargate, it's honestly quite late. It might just be too late at this point. Oh wait, he's crazy! He cancels! Yo, 1 base all it, let's go! herO! He responds with the proxy, cancels the base, throws out a bunch of gateways, and he's turning this economic opener into a 1 base all in. Now this is wild. This is late, is what I'm concerned by. This is a very late all in because the proxy is delayed because we were faking out a Nexus, so this is gonna hit later than usual. Shield battery? Okay. Okay, let's go. Going for the proxy shield battery across the map. And we'll see if Classic can piece this all together. Let's go. Classic going for the Oracle. He will soon find out that there's no Nexus, but by the time he does, it might be too late. Again, Classic, remember, he's investing into his own economy, into his base count. He does find this. Yeah, Massive Scout. Massive Scout, he finds the shield batteries, the pylons, the proxy. Void Ray has begun. A big scout hit for Classic. And again, this hits so late. Like, there's already a shield battery. Void Ray is halfway done. Oracle hits the main, going for the Stasis. Oh no, going for the Pulsar Beam. Focusing down that shield battery. Stalker's now warping in. He's got 4 Stalkers with him. Takes down the first Stalker. Nice pick off here by herO. herO popping up. Takes down the Stalker. He pulls back to be topped up by that shield battery. Now moving in. But the Void Ray has arrived, and the Void Ray has shield battery support. And can he break that Void Ray? Does sustain some hull damage. I mean, that is a lot of Stalkers. It should be enough. Takes down the pylon. Again, he's being choked up though. There's just so little room to work with here. Instead, going for the Stargate. Nice force fields, very nice force fields. Stargate is going to go down. Only one Void Ray to defend. And here he just wants to move in. He just wants to send it. Oh my god. As this one Void Ray just won't go down. It still stands strong. Takes down the wall once again. The wall goes down. Stutter steps in, takes down a Stalker, bleeds out another Stalker himself. And here bleeding out 7 Stalkers already. Down to 5. Down to 5, down to 4. Only 4 Stalkers, and there are so many shield batteries here. And Classic with the one Void Ray defense. He's holding. No shot. One Void Ray is all you need, Papi. Oh my god. Who needs 2, 3 Void Rays? Nah. Just one. One Void Ray and like 10 shield batteries, to be fair. But he's holding. He's crazy. Does hold it. I mean, also a shout out to the force fields. The force fields were amazing to be able to lock down the army, to cut it in half. Picking off a Stalker at a time, and here he's running out of steam. He's running out of steam, he's running out of units, running out of resources. Classic is on a 2-base economy, or at least soon to be. He has better income. And the power of the one Void Ray defense. Oh my god. He's cracked back. He is cracked. GG gets called. Classic, he will hold, he will defend, and Classic will take the series 2-1, advancing on to the group stage 2 of GSL. GG. That was wild. that was actually crazy. For herO to cancel the natural to go for a 1-base all-in, but a delayed 1-base all-in as well. More importantly, Classic scattered. Remember, Classic, he was able to find the proxy location. He was able to respond with his Void Ray, and again, apparently one Void Ray is all that he needs. And with that, Classic, he will claim the series. He will take down herO and make it through into group stage 2. GG. GG, well played. Very nicely done there by Classic. Able to hold, able to defend, able to survive, and able to overwhelm. And with that, that leads us into our final best of 3 of the broadcast. Let's go. The final best of 3. Now, herO has another chance. herO, he's going to be knocked down. He's going to be knocked down to face off against his next opponent. Up next, it's going to be a PvZ. A PvZ here between herO and Raynor. Let's go. Raynor, he has been waiting for the loser of that series, waiting for the loser of herO and Classic. It was going to be a Protoss opponent one way or another. We now have confirmation. It is going to be herO. Oh boy. And I think Raynor said himself that herO is usually his kryptonite. Like herO, he has a very strong record historically against Raynor. But it's a new season, it's a new patch, it's a new map pool as well. It's a new Raynor. You know, he has been lost in the Rift for 6 months. And now he's out of the Rift. What's he looking like? It's looking pretty good. How does he compare though? How does he compare to herO? Let's find out.